Hey everybody, Jill from Two Dogs Media, introducing you to something called Diib. Diib is a platform where you can submit your website, you hook it into your Google Analytics and your Facebook, and it gives you some really amazing data. Now, this data is available to you in Facebook and in Analytics, but what this tool does, it gives you recommendations for improvements, expected changes by making those improvements. It also assigns a monetary value, which I'm not convinced makes sense to look at, but I'm still looking at that a little bit deeper. So what this tool does, it just really gives you an amazing way of looking at the data of your website and utilizing that data to make changes to improve it. So we did our website. We own a website called Charity Paws. So we just put that one in here to test it. We signed up for the free trial. A couple days after the free trial, we got an email stating that we had 3 days of the pro version for free. So we played around with that and really liked what we saw. And then a couple days later, we got another email, which if we subscribe for a month, you get a deal. And I'm telling you this because if you just wait a few days, you'll get some deals. So with that said, it's only $30 a month. I do believe it is worth the $30 a month, especially if you're kind of a newer user and don't know how to look at some of this data. So let's take a look now and see what we have going on. So once you get in, it'll show you any active websites. We only have the one. It shows me a health score, my visits for the last 7 days, my previous period visits, and the amount of change that I've had. So if I click on this, it takes me into a full dashboard. It'll show me my website health, SSL, what my mobile speed is, my domain authority, how many backlinks I have. My Facebook is synced. I did not sync Google My Business. I don't have one set up for this page. It shows me I have my sitemap, how many keywords I rank for. It tells me my daily health score, which that is a number that they take. It's based on the recommendations that they make and how well you've hit those recommendations. So that's kind of their own internal score. I haven't really looked at this too much. This number I'm not even going to talk about today. I have to get more information and find out exactly how they're coming up with this. I did enter my website as I'm earning revenue from ads. It gives you that option when you sign up. You'll see different options for the type of website you are, whether it's e-commerce or however you're generating revenue. And I had wrote that I generate ad revenue, and that I only put in like $50 a month. So I'm not quite sure where this number is coming from. If I hover over the question, it'll tell me it's an estimate of how much more revenue your website could contribute based on the analytics data and opportunities that they're giving me for growth. I can tell you right now, I don't see me making $148,000 from this website anytime soon. So this I will try and get more information about. Website rank is a comparison overall based on your niche that you're in and your market and what your competitors are doing. So kind of a guide, but I don't look too much at that either. What I'm really concerned about is the objectives, the alerts. So let's take each section down real quick. Objectives. I really like the objectives. So what it's telling me here, my pro growth objectives, my visitor experience objectives, it's giving me ideas for what I should be working on for my site to improvement. So this was one that caught my eye today. Make sure your backlinks are linking to the correct pages. And now if I click on this, okay, it gives me a whole overview of learning a little more about backlinks and the objectives. It's telling me what my broken backlinks are. So apparently somebody is ranking to or is backlinking to my Charity Paws category freebies giveaway page. But if I click on that, it's not there anymore. So it's coming to a 404 not found. So this is a really good that it's telling me, okay, somebody's linking to you, you're losing that link equity because you're taking it to a 404 page. So one of the first things I'm going to want to do is go through all this. I can also see they're linking to not secure pages. So I'm going to try and clean this up. But if you're not sure what to do, the really cool thing is it tells you kind of how to do it step by step. So I can fix the 404 error pages that have backlinks. If I click begin, okay, it'll tell you how to do this. It gives you ideas for how to do it, and you can also just skip it. Okay. You can also see utilize 301 redirects. It'll give you some information on how to do that. Okay. Check this. You can show it as complete. So I've marked that I 50% complete this already. So this is a really cool way of keeping track of the suggestions that they have for you. So if I look at traffic objectives, okay, it tells me over the last 7 days, 73% of my traffic were from search engines. So siloing your content can increase this even more. So if I want to learn a little more about this, I can click on this. Okay. And it's telling me I'm performing better than most websites that I'm competing against. Organic traffic is free. And it explains to you kind of what a silo page is and how I can improve this. So there's a lot of really good, I'm not going to run through every one, but just wanted to give you kind of an idea of the types of information that it's giving you. Okay. So here it says none of your website's visitors came from Twitter over the last 30 days. I'm on Twitter. I'm not super active on Twitter for this specific website, so I'm not too concerned about this. I can just skip it and it'll go away. Okay, it'll take it out of there for me. Review these tips to start growing my Facebook traffic. So lots of great information in here. And this is probably one of the key areas of this tool. Another good one is alerts. There's a little bit, I noticed a little bit of duplication between objectives and alerts, but that's okay. But it's giving me important data. That's good or bad. It's showing me what that dollar value might be for that growth. So you can see my visitor traffic from Facebook is increasing. My Twitter visitors increased over the last 7 days. Average, I post more on Wednesday. My best days to post are actually Wednesday. So you're learning a lot of really good information. 644 new websites that are linking to your website, which I'd actually want to look at this because that seems like an awful lot. I'd want to make sure that this isn't some kind of spammer, because that's an awful lot in 1 month and I don't actively backlink. So this might be a little bit of a concern for me and it's something I can look at. So alerts and objectives are probably the two main areas you guys can spend a lot of time in. SEO, okay, gives you a summary. And I kind of like, as a pro member, if you ever need to help with your keywords, it'll give you, you can talk to a human growth expert. I did not do that. Obviously, I don't really need that. But for you guys who are beginners or may not have the knowledge, take advantage of this while you have your, if you try a pro membership, definitely take advantage of it, see what they have to offer you. You never know the nuggets that they can give you. So the SEO gives me a summary of how I'm doing, keyword backlinks, but you can dive a little deeper if you click on keywords. Okay, it shows me all the keywords that I'm ranking for. Okay, I can sort by position, I can sort by search volume, I could sort by paid traffic costs, depending what your industry is. This is a blog, so I'm not as concerned about paid traffic and things. But if I was doing it for my two dog site, I'd be concerned about the paid traffic. I want to know that I'm targeting keywords that have a high dollar value. So really great information. I did compare the number of keywords it's showing me ranking for versus Ahrefs, and there was like a 500 keyword difference, which is actually really good. So this is a really great tool for those of you who can't afford like an Ahrefs or an SEMrush, don't want to dig into your search console. This does a really good job of pulling the data, and they do have countries available as well. So if you're in a different country, it works with different countries too. So you can also find your competitors' keywords. So like I just put in another blog that's related to what I do, and if I click expand, I can see all the keywords they are ranking for. I can look by search volume, I can look by position, I can look paid traffic cost to see which ones are earning them the most value dollar-wise. This is another great way for you to find keywords that you're not ranking for. Okay, backlinks, it's also showing me my backlinks. Okay, you can sort by a whole bunch of different things. You could sort by your anchor text to make sure you're diversifying your anchor text, sort by domain authority to make sure you're getting high quality backlinks. It'll tell you the URL that it's linking to, the source of the URL. So this is Wikipedia. I can see Reddit, Crunchbase. So I have all these different backlinks coming to my site. I can take a look at them. I can export them. And again, you can also find out your competitors' backlinks. So I didn't put anything in, but you just enter your competitor URL here and it'll show you the backlinks for that competitor, and you can try and get those backlinks. And then search engine indexing, this is cool. It just shows you any, like every time we do an audit, we're finding people who are no indexing areas of their site that they really shouldn't be no indexing. So that's kind of what this is telling us. So the only page on this site I have that's no indexed is my WordPress admin. Outside of that, everything else is being indexed and I want it to. So this is just a good little check about whether or not you're indexing or not indexing important things. Social analytics, I love this only because I can't stand Facebook insights. I find it really hard to read. This really does a good job of pulling all the data, and I did verify it is pulling exactly from it insights. So it's giving me some really good information here. You can do by 7 days, you could do by 14 days, you could do by 30 days, whatever works for you. So you can see over the last 2 weeks, I've actually grown. My click-through rate's been up a little bit more viral, a little higher of fan reach. Positive reactions have increased. I can see how my posts are doing. So this is the post date, tells you a little bit about the post, the title, the organic, the reactions, the click-through rate for that post. This is the percentage of fans that saw my post. So I'm not getting much visibility on some. So this post only got 2%. This post got 13%. So you can really kind of hone in on what's working for your specific page. Everybody's pages are a little bit different. You can see what kind of things don't work, what you might not want to share at all. So you can see how easy this is to read, guys. I mean, I love this is probably one of my favorite parts of this tool if you really have to dig into Facebook a little bit deeper. When you scroll down, you can see performance by post type. I don't share a lot of videos or photo things. Most of my stuff is text-based, but you can see the reach, the clicks, the reactions, my photos. Like I said, I don't share a lot, so I don't expect to have a lot there. It also gives me best time to post. So clearly Tuesday is my worst day, although across the board, my numbers are pretty consistent. So really any day I post is going to be okay. But it's telling me Saturdays are good. Wednesdays are really strong, Sundays are strong. So this is just really good. You might see something completely different based on what your demographic and your niche is. So this is a really cool thing to be looking at. Demographic of your fans. So you can see, we have a very large 45 to 54 age range, mostly females. So that way we know how we're targeting our content. Net likes, it'll tell you if you're up or down. So I gained a few, I lost a few, that's okay. I don't do any paid on Facebook, so that doesn't show. My total reach, it's telling you what your organic reach is on average. And you can see we're kind of all over the place. So there's no consistency there. So video views, like I said, I don't do a lot of videos, but you can see the one day I did it, got me some views. And then a timeline for page fans. This is just showing the increase in growth in my fans for this specific page. And you definitely want to see this going up. So I absolutely love this. And then you've got data channels. I didn't play around. This is where you actually put these in for your Google Analytics and your Facebook. You can see we have these set up. I did not put in Google My Business. I don't have it. And then website profile is where you enter your data about the website, time zone, country, and it'll ask you these few questions when you sign up. Is your business online or both online and offline? What is the primary purpose of your website? Mine is to sell advertising. I just put in a number of $50 over the last 30 days. Approximate monthly revenue is $50. And that's why I'm kind of confused by the number that it's giving me in terms of growth opportunities. That seems rather high to me. Answer engine help just gives you a few questions about what you can expect to find and how they figure some of this stuff out. So overall, right now I'm paying $19.99 a month. I love that it's easy to cancel. They don't make you jump through hoops. There was a cancel button right on the billing page. To me, that's something that's important these days. So I could just cancel the subscription right here if I want. Site dashboard, we go back. So this is everything. You can see the main objectives. The one other thing we like, it does send out emails to you. So we know there was a huge update yesterday. We have seen where people were getting emails that said, hey, there was a major update yesterday and you lost 20% of your traffic in one day. You might want to take a look at what's going on. We think you were impacted. They send you a weekly update about how your website's doing. So there's a lot of really good information in here. I do recommend it again for beginner people who may not have a lot of experience because of how they're breaking down the objectives and the alerts for you. It makes it super easy for you to follow what you need to improve on. So if worse comes to worse, you try it for a couple days, run it for a month, test it out, see how it goes. And that's Diib. Let me know your thoughts. If you've tried it, let us know, and we hope you found this helpful. Thanks, guys. Have a great